what's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've actually done a video, on camera like this. Normally I've just, you see my hands a lot. I just haven't, been able to make any videos kind of like this, like a movie review or something like that. I've just been very busy, whatnot. But since there's a new MCU movie out, of course, I have to go see it and review it. And of course, Captain Marvel is what I'm talking about. It just came out today. Well, today's March 7th. And, Thursday release. I love the fact that movies come out on Thursday night. You don't have to wait till Friday, so it kind of helps. So I saw the 7 p.m. showing, which I believe is the earliest showing, aside from, premieres and stuff like that. So I saw the movie, and obviously not everybody's seen it yet, because I'm going to upload this, right away after I review it. So if you don't want to know spoilers, don't worry about it. I'm not going to talk about spoilers until the end of the video, like I normally do. And I'll let you know when I'm going to talk spoilers, so don't worry about it. No spoilers right now. But at the end, All right, anyways, yeah, so Captain Marvel, this is the 21st movie already, which is nuts to think. And you know what? I think overall it was a very solid movie, but it wasn't anything spectacular. I will put it on par with the first Avenger. You know what I mean? Like Captain America, the first Avenger, in terms of, where it ranks, I guess you could say. And also, as an introductory movie, kind of had that feeling to it. And yeah, I mean, it was a very solid movie. The best parts of it were definitely Samuel L. Jackson and Brie Larson's chemistry. I really love that stuff. That was great. A lot of the other supporting characters were really strong. I don't want to give away anything, like I said, but there's certain twists in the movie that that really actually strengthened certain characters, which actually was really cool. And I don't know, I just love the whole nostalgic feel of the movie, because it takes place in the 90s primarily. Well, yeah, no, the whole movie does take place in the 90s actually. Yeah, it was really cool to see certain stuff in there, certain music. Yeah, it was just really, really well done, I think. But like I said, it wasn't anything spectacular. And one of my biggest not a real issue or anything like that, but one of my biggest negatives, I guess you could say, with the movie. Not negative, that's kind of a strong word too. Brie Larson was good, but her character, I mean, it was, Captain Marvel, she was a great character, but I don't know, this just felt like something was missing. You could tell she was trying to be have some humor and stuff like that, and be what's the word? I don't know, she had some cocky humor, you know what I mean? But it didn't really flow well, you know what I mean? I don't know, it was just kind of, something seemed off, I don't know. But she did do a great job, like I said, and I was invested in the movie and what happened and everything. And yeah, strong supporting cast, like I said, Samuel Jackson, man, they de-aged him the whole movie, with the CGI and whatnot, and I couldn't, I mean, obviously it's CGI when it's obviously a de-aged Samuel Jackson, but they did a really good job on it. It's not 100% perfect, but it's definitely somewhere in the 90s, no pun intended, it takes place in the 90s. But in terms of how much the CGI is really convincing, it's definitely in the 90 percentile, somewhere in the 90s. Not 100, because, nothing's perfect yet. Technology just keeps advancing. But anyways, yeah, they did a great job de-aging him and Coulson. Coulson's in the movie too, that's not a spoiler. He was good in it. Yeah, just a lot of cool references to the other movies, callbacks, certain things. You find out how certain things ended up, I'm not going to give away anything until the spoilers, but yeah, just really solid movie. I got to talk about Goose the Cat, because that's it's basically this movie's version of Groot, you know what I mean? Everybody Baby Groot, and this one we got Goose the Cat, and I gotta say, Goose the Cat was really cool, really surprising, I must say, but really, really cool animal character. But yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I will say though, okay, I don't want to like, how do I put this? Let's just say, okay, let's say the antagonist in the movie, I don't know, kind of not really a strong villain. Like, Marvel's had some pretty good villains recently, but now they're kind of going back down, just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and I will mention, this isn't really a spoiler. Obviously Stan Lee passed away, unfortunately, in November. So this is the first movie that's come out since then, well, in the MCU at least. And obviously, you know, they gotta talk about it. And the way, I was very surprised at what they did. It was really cool, I gotta say. It was a certain tribute that they did to him. But yeah, he did have a cameo in the movie, and you know what? Honestly, I couldn't tell, because, you know, with these movies, like, a lot of stuff is CGI, right? I couldn't tell if that was actually him or, like, CGI, because I'm assuming from now on they're gonna have, like, a CGI Stan Lee or something like that. But I assume he did actually film his cameo for this, right? Because movies filmed about, what, a year almost before it comes out, and he died in November, so I'm pretty sure they had everything filmed by then. So I think it was him. I couldn't tell, though. Like, you know, sometimes it's hard to tell what's a CGI person, what isn't. I don't know, something about him looked like it was kind of CGI, but maybe that's because, you know, I'm thinking he wasn't really there, obviously, because of what happened to him. But I don't know. But yeah, he did have a cameo, so that was cool. And it was pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Oh, I will say this. I won't say what it is, but I think this movie has the best post-credit, or actually no, it was the mid-credit scene. The best one yet, I think. I mean, wow. I was so surprised at what they did. I can't wait to talk about that. But that was so cool. I'm really thinking about it. I think this one really does have the best mid-credit scene, at least in the MCU. I still think Deadpool 2 had the best. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one was like, I was like, wow. I mean, the post-credit scene was cool too, but the mid-credit scene was, Jesus. You'll know when you see it, what I mean. But anyways, I think that's about it. Yeah, all the supporting cast was good. Shout out to, what's his name? Ben Middleston. He was in Rogue One, you know, as the villain. He was really good in this movie. I really enjoyed his character. He was awesome. He was probably, like, the highlight. In terms of, like, new characters, aside from Captain Marvel, obviously. She's obviously the title character. But, like, you know, he was really great. Yeah, so I think that's about it for non-spoiler stuff. I can't really say too much. I think I pretty much covered everything. The acting was pretty much solid all throughout. It's just like I said, something about Brie Larson. I mean, I'm not too familiar with her. I gotta watch that movie Room. She won an Oscar for it. It's on Netflix. I gotta watch it. She's obviously an Oscar winner, so she has talent. I've only seen her in 21 Jump Street, and, you know, that's not really, you know, I love that movie, but it's not anything really spectacular, for her at least. And then also, she was in the recent King Kong movie, Skull Island. She was okay in that. But, yeah, I'm not too familiar with her. But you know what? You could tell she was actually, like, putting forth an effort. But just something about her character, like, I didn't feel a real connection. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But it was still good, you know? Just something seemed missing. But that's about it. So as far as the rating goes, I was thinking, honestly, like, I'd give it, like, a 7.5 out of 10. Which, for me, is actually kind of low. Because I'm very nice towards movies a lot. I usually give, like, 8s and 8.5 tons of times. And if it's really good, you know, 9, 10, whatever. But I don't even know if I'll give this an 8. Maybe a 7.5. I know that sounds, you know, after I just gave it so many compliments. But I don't know. I'd have to watch it more, obviously. I'm obviously going to buy it eventually. I think 7.5 is probably, I don't know. Especially, you know what? In the beginning of the movie, like the first third maybe, it seemed really muddled. But then, like, it slowly started to, like, make more, you know, sense, I guess. I wasn't confused or anything, but, like, it started off kind of, like, strange. Excuse me. Like, in terms of, like, is the movie going this direction or this direction? Like, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know, it wasn't anything horrible, but, like, I don't know. Something just seemed strange about the first, like, third of the movie. But But yeah, I think maybe 7.5, maybe 8. You know what? I think I'll give it an 8. I'm too nice with movies, especially right after I see them, of course. I think 8. I'm sure down the road I'll do another ranking of the MCU movies, and by then I've seen this a million times, so I'll know for sure. But I think right now I'll give it an 8. I almost wanted to say 7.5, but man, that mid-credit scene really, like, oh man, that was awesome. Yeah, I think I'll give it an 8 out of 10. That's fair. More than fair, probably, because I know it's been getting mixed reviews, and you know I understand why. But I think eight's good. I'm not familiar with the directors, by the way. It's like a duo. I've never seen any of their stuff, but I guess they did a good job. I don't know. It wasn't a mess of a movie, so yeah. But the beginning third, like I said, was kind of muddled. But yeah, that's about it for non-spoiler stuff. 11 minutes so far. Sorry if that took too long. If you want to get to the real spoilers here. But yeah, 8 out of 10. That's my final ranking there. Rating. I'll change it down the line probably after I've seen it more times. But so yeah, so I'm going to talk about spoilers. So please, because first thing I'm going to talk about is what happens in the mid-credit scene. I need to. Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie, or you know what, come back to this video later and watch this if you want. And yeah, just don't watch this part, please, if you haven't seen the movie. Or, if you don't care, whatever, go ahead. You're crazy in my opinion, but yeah, so spoilers, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sorry, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the mid-credit scene, I was so surprised. As soon as they show Captain America, I was like, oh my god, are they really... Like, sometimes the MCU movies, they do this. They'll show a clip from the upcoming movie. Like, literally, they'll take a clip and put it as the credit scene so you can get hyped for it. Like, I know Thor Ragnarok had that scene with Doctor Strange, and that was actually the mid-credit scene for Doctor Strange. So, like, oh, he's going to meet Thor or whatever, and it actually ended up being a clip in Thor Ragnarok. Same thing with... Ant-Man's post-credit scene was, or was it the end credits? I don't even remember. Was with, the Civil War scene where Bucky and, so literally sometimes they'll take a clip from an upcoming movie and tease you with it, So they literally took, I'm assuming it's a clip from Endgame, like it has to be, right? They have to show that scene, I assume. Literally, it shows Captain America, Black Widow, War Machine, Hulk, and Captain Marvel meets them. Like, whoa, like, oh my god. So it looks like they found the communicator thing, and where Nick Fury, vanished. I guess they tracked it down somehow. We'll probably see that in the movie, like I said. And yeah, they signal Captain Marvel, and she shows up. So, oh, another thing. I'm not too familiar with Captain Marvel at all. I should have mentioned this earlier. Does she age? Like, I know she's human, but like, she's obviously enhanced now. Does she age at all? Because obviously this takes place, 20-something years in the past, almost 30 maybe. What did they say it was? 1995, I think. Endgame is what, 2018 probably? So that's 23 years, I think, right? So I guess she doesn't age, because she literally looked the same from what I saw. So maybe she doesn't age. But wow, I was so surprised. I was like, yo. They're literally showing... Because obviously Endgame is such a secretive movie. Like, they don't want to show us anything, really. And they apparently, in all the trailers and teasers we've been getting, they're only showing, like, the first 15 minutes of the movie or something like that. And the movie's going to end up being, like, 3 hours long, which I'm fine with. But that surprised the hell out of me. And, yeah, she's... So that was amazing. I was like, yo, everyone in the theater was like, whoa, is this happening right now? And then the end credit scene was with Goose throwing up the Tesseract. That was pretty funny. It's just another one of those throwaway. I noticed that now with the MCU movies. Like, the mid-credit scene will be important, and then the post-credit scene will be like a throwaway joke. They do that a lot now, I noticed. That's fine with me, though. But anyways, yeah. And then as far as the actual movie itself, that was so cool. I love the fact that Nick Fury's eye... I was wondering, are they going to show how Nick Fury loses an eye in this one? And they actually did show how he loses an eye, and it was Goose, and that was amazing. That was perfect, literally. Yeah. And I was mentioning earlier, the antagonist, Jude Law's character. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I don't know. It was weird. Like I said, the first third was muddled, so I wasn't really like invested in his character at all. But he was okay. Like, he's a good actor, obviously. Decent villain. And what other spoilers were there that were like major? Oh, Ben Mendelsohn, whatever. The Skrulls. The Skrulls were awesome. Like, I was totally with them. Like, as soon as they showed like the family and the kids and all that, I was like, okay, these guys are awesome. I love these guys. And he was hilarious. Definitely standout character. I hope, you know, he shows up in other movies. And what other spoilers? Let me think. Trying to think. What other major spoilers were there? Oh yeah, Ronan was in there. That's not really a spoiler though. That was announced. I should have talked about that. Yeah, I wish there was a little bit more of him, but it was okay. It wasn't like necessary, I guess. It was cool to see him. Yeah, it felt a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I'm pretty sure they used the same font when they showed the planet titles, you know what I mean, at the bottom. It says, oh, the location or whatever. It looked like it was taken right from Guardians of the Galaxy. And it just felt like Guardians of the Galaxy quite a bit. It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy meets Captain America, sort of. I don't know, because she's obviously, you know, like a pilot and stuff, and he was in the army. It was like, you know, kind of felt like a mix of that. But, yeah. Yeah, oh, I guess I could talk about the Tesseract a little bit. That was cool. I love that reveal. It's like, you know, obviously this takes place in the 90s, so, you know, it hasn't been crushed by Thanos yet, and you find out how Nick Fury got his hands on it. So that was pretty interesting. But I think that's about it. Any other big spoilers? Talked about him losing his eye already. Yeah, I don't know. That's about it, I think. Yeah. So anyways, Captain Marvel, 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Don't put any spoilers in the comments. If you're going to put spoilers, make sure you say spoilers in all caps at the beginning of your comment so people know. You know, that should go without saying, but, you know, people don't care. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you think. What do you give it as a rating? Yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching this. Tomorrow I should be getting Green Book, which won Best Picture, and Fantastic Beasts, the sequel with Jude Law. Speaking of Jude Law, those both should be coming in the mail tomorrow. So the Steelbook for Fantastic Beasts, the second one, and Green Book. So I'll have unboxings for those. Probably upload them, you know, Friday, Saturday. And I think that's about it. Yeah, so stay tuned for those videos, and thanks for watching this whole 18-minute thing. You're awesome. And I cannot wait for Avengers Endgame. When are tickets going on sale? Because I need to buy them ASAP. Everyone, literally, okay, if you're watching this, you need to buy the tickets ASAP, because I'm pretty sure this movie is going to sell out faster than any other movie in history. Even faster than Infinity War, because, you know, now we have the snap, and, like, things are crazy, and, like, we need to see what happens. And this is probably going to top Infinity War in terms of epicness, which is nuts to think. So tickets are going to sell out, like, literally within an hour, probably. Like, maybe even less, who knows. So, I'm talking for, you know, day one, for the Thursday, obviously, like what I'm doing right now. Excuse me. So, as soon as tickets go on sale, I don't care if I'm at work, I'm at school, I'm pulling out my phone, and I'm buying them. So, I don't know why they're waiting so long to, like, you know, when do tickets normally go on sale for a movie? Like, a couple months ahead of time? Like, at least a month, right? I don't know why. It feels like they're really, like, making us wait. I don't know. Because it comes out, what, April 27th? So, 26th would be the Thursday, right? So, that's, you know, that's more than a month away. Almost 2. Because today's the 7th, right? So, that's, what, 19 days plus a month. Yeah, it's almost 2 months. But it'll be soon, I'm sure. So once I cannot wait for that, because everything's gonna sell out. So yeah, it's real. It's the hype is real. Oh man, and then we got Game of Thrones, the final season. This is a crazy year, I gotta say. This is crazy. But yeah, that's about it. Captain Marvel, good movie. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.